Hey everyone, welcome back to the culture of Bitcoin. Today we're diving into a topic that's bound to spark some debate. Why Donald J. Trump's victory in the 2024 US presidential election is actually a big win for Bitcoin. Now, whether you love him or hate him, his policies and the economic environment he might create could have some serious implications for the world of Bitcoin. Stick around because I'm going to break down the key reasons why Trump's 2024 victory is a boost for Bitcoin and what that means for all of us hodlers out there. Reason number one, pro-business policies and deregulation. Let's kick things off with Trump's general stance on business. Love him or hate him, Trump has always positioned himself as a pro-business president. He's a fan of deregulation. He wants to cut the red tape that he believes slows down businesses and economic growth. For Bitcoin, this could be a game changer. A deregulated environment is generally seen as positive for innovation and technology sectors, and Bitcoin fits right into that category. More freedom, fewer regulations, and a government that isn't immediately suspicious of decentralized finance could mean that Bitcoin startups, miners, and financial services will have more room to grow in the US. Imagine what could happen if the barriers were lowered for Bitcoin companies to thrive without a constant threat of restrictive regulations. More innovation means more adoption, which ultimately drives up the value of Bitcoin. Reason number two, less focus on centralized digital currency. During Trump's previous term, he wasn't a huge fan of cryptocurrencies, but he also wasn't keen on the government launching its own centralized digital currency. Compare that to some other current political figures who are openly supportive of CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, which are like the ultimate surveillance tool of financial systems. Now that Trump is back in office, it's likely that his administration will slow down or outright reject efforts to implement a digital dollar. And here's the catch, Bitcoin is the exact opposite of a CBDC. It's decentralized, transparent, and belongs to the people, not a central authority. By delaying or preventing a US CBDC, Bitcoin has more time to position itself as the dominant form of digital money. It's not about government control, it's about freedom. Trump's victory means more breathing room for Bitcoin as a true alternative to traditional finance. Reason number three, economic uncertainty drives safe haven demand. Let's be honest, Trump's victory in 2024 brings with it a lot of economic uncertainty. Love or hate his policies, they often lead to market volatility. And guess what thrives in times of uncertainty? That's right, Bitcoin. Traditionally, Bitcoin has been referred to as digital gold, a safe haven that people flock to when traditional markets seem shaky. With increased tensions, trade wars, or other unpredictable shifts under Trump's leadership, there's a good chance that more people will look to Bitcoin as a hedge. During times when people are worried about inflation, currency devaluation, or political instability, Bitcoin has repeatedly shown its value as an asset that's beyond the control of any single government. A Trump presidency with all its unpredictability could increase Bitcoin's appeal as a hedge against instability. Reason number four, a skeptic of the Federal Reserve. Trump has made no secret of his disdain for the Federal Reserve. He's criticized its policies numerous times, especially around interest rates and monetary policy. As Bitcoiners, we know that Bitcoin represents a direct challenge to traditional monetary systems. With Trump back in office and continuing to criticize and undermine confidence in the Federal Reserve, it could push more people towards considering alternatives like Bitcoin. The more people distrust central banks and their ability to manage the economy, the more they will look to decentralized options. Bitcoin, with its fixed supply and predictable issuance schedule, stands in direct contrast to the seemingly endless money printing and interest rate manipulations that the Fed often resorts to. If Trump continues his anti-Fed rhetoric, it could drive more mainstream interest in Bitcoin as an alternative monetary system. Reason number 5, tax cuts and capital gains. Trump is known for his tax cuts, particularly for businesses and capital gains. With new tax cuts and extended favorable capital gains treatment, this is incredibly bullish for Bitcoin. Lower capital gains taxes would make it more appealing for investors to hold and eventually sell Bitcoin, knowing they won't be hit as hard by taxes. More money in the hands of investors means more potential buying power for assets like Bitcoin. If people feel they are keeping more of their profits, they are more likely to invest in high growth potential assets. And Bitcoin fits that bill perfectly. Tax breaks might mean more dollars flowing into Bitcoin, driving up demand and ultimately boosting its price. The bottom line, whether you support Trump or not, it's important to consider how different political environments can impact Bitcoin. Trump's 2024 victory creates a regulatory landscape that favors Bitcoin's growth, slows down the rise of CBDCs, and drives more people toward Bitcoin during times of uncertainty. Less regulation, more skepticism about centralized financial systems, and potential tax cuts could all be factors that help Bitcoin thrive in the coming years. If you found this video insightful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Trump 2024 would be bullish for Bitcoin, or do you see it differently? Let's get the conversation going. Stay humble, stay curious, and keep stacking those sats. See you next time on The Culture of Bitcoin.